You're welcome to the Friends and Family Show, coming to you here at our studios, Channel One TV, on number 5 Ola Hansen Lane in Tesano. My name is Noyo Quarte, and you can find me on Instagram at na_oyo_quarte. And when you do find me, don't forget to hit the like and the follow button. Tonight, we're about to have a wonderful conversation, and it's just so simple. We're talking about money, money, money. Lots of money in the house this evening. And it's all about kudi, cheddar, you know, all the names that you can give to money. But this is what we're talking about. The money talks that no one had with us. Probably the ones that give you all the anxieties, the lifestyle pressures. Well, we'll get into that. Tonight I have 3 wonderful guests. And this money talks, definitely you're going to be interested. So I'd want for you to be a part of it. Send me a message via WhatsApp on the number 020-444-7033. That is 020-444-7033. Don't forget to add your name and location as well. Let's have a wonderful time on the show. Let's get serious, because you know on this show, we show all our emotions, and we learn by the end of the day. We'll take a breather. When we're back, we'll get into the conversation. One more time, you are welcome to the Friends and Family Show. All right, welcome back to the Friends and Family Show live on Channel One TV. If you're doing the listening, we love you. We're getting into our money talks tonight. One more time, my name is Noyo Quarte. I'm your pretty host, and I'm going to keep you company with 3 other guests, and we're talking money. I'm so excited about, the whole money thing, because there's a particular song that says that Sika da bola sukra febi, odo Sika da bola sukra sisa. You get, I'm excited talking about money. But again, there's so many conversations about money that we never had. Probably lifestyle pressures, the things you use your money for. Are you actually doing the right things with your savings? Are you actually earning enough money to even put some aside? What are you doing with your savings? What are you doing with your money? Are you on the other side doing, I put 2 inside and get 4 back, or put 2 inside and get 7 back? You know what I'm talking about? Yay. Well, anyway, we're on now, and you can be part of the show. Let me know what you think when we start the conversation. And you can send me a message via WhatsApp on the number 020-444-7033. I'll take that again, 020-444-7033. All right? So in the studio, I have Miss Tina Ado, who is works at ASCD,
yes.
Ghana. Okay, you're welcome, Tina.
Thank you.
And then right next to her, there's Victor Morga, who is actually the team in for Rapella. Okay, and again, I have my girl, Ruth Boampom, who's an integrated marketing communication specialist.
Thank you.
Both of you are not new to this set.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're very welcome one more time.
Thank you.
And to you, you're so welcome.
Thank
All
you.
right, so we're talking about money. Money talks that no one had with us. You know, when we talk about money, Ankasa, you know, money, we came to meet it, we will leave it, but we must grab some. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think are some of the conversations about money that we haven't really sat down to talk about? Probably our parents never talked to us about it. But I know that my parents always said, save some money for the rainy day. To the extent that my brother would say, when it's raining, I'll use an umbrella. But he never understood it. You know, he never understood that, there are times that it is difficult and you would actually need some kind of money to lean on. But when we're growing up, we all understood that we did need umbrellas for rainy days, yeah. So, yeah. So what are some of the things that our parents actually, let's start off with what they spoke to us about, okay, concerning money. And then we can go to what the conversations that we normally do not have about money.
Okay, I'll say not to put my parents on the spot or in the bad. My parents, I don't remember them talking to me about money. Yes, it's go to school, you're back from school, do your homework. And it's like work hard, get a career, earn some income, take care of yourself and your family. But through my academics, up to my master's level, even in the universities, nobody really teaches you that after university you're going to work. And when you work and you earn something, put something aside.
Yes.
You see, nobody tells you. So national service, those days when the money comes,
shop it.
Straight to Papa, yeah.
Thank you.
You go and
Because
sit
you
there,
are starved for a while.
Yes, you go and treat yourself.
Thank you.
You forget that national service, you'll be going to work every day.
But I think that treat yourself is necessary.
Oh, it's necessary, no doubt. But if we were taught as a value in terms of saving, maybe you would have spent some on your lifestyle or treat yourself to a buffet and all that, but you still save something for a rainy day, as you just said. So I think that's where our academic system doesn't cover that.
Yeah, with this money conversation, she laid down the template, go to school, pass your WASI, go to university, graduate with a good class, you get a good job. After that, you go and work. When you work, you get money, save some, and then, top life. I mean, but when the reality sets in, they realize that it doesn't work like that. Things are not good. Things are not going to be easy like that. And I think this is something that this is a very good conversation that we need to have with ourselves, have with our younger siblings, as parents. We need to have financial conversation with our children as early as possible, because it's very important. Because when you ask the average Ghanaian, the first time they actually saved in the after opening of the account, when you go to the university, it's easy to open an account, but putting money in there, being consistent with savings and all of that, and then there are a lot of financial investments available. I mean, ways and means of savings, but we don't have this kind of conversations with our children. I mean, I didn't get the opportunity to be educated in finance, except at the university. Probably go for seminars, and sometimes the words that they use, you don't really understand it. I mean,
if you don't really understand it, you don't know where the money is going. You don't understand.
You get it. I mean, it's a very important topic, and I'm glad we'll be talking about it today.
Nice. Did you?
So, I would say my parents asked that I save in a way that I didn't see it so important, because you would request for something, excuse me, they would say, oh, sikani niho, minkofa sikani wojasun bro, and I said something like that. So it was, I think indirectly they were telling us, how important money is, and we have to value it. Yeah.
Right. So growing up, now that we are grown, you've gone to school. They've put it in your head that at least when you get a job, you save some money for a rainy day. Yeah. But then did you ever get that at this stage that you're in? Do you have that financial pressure that I need to get this amount of money at a particular age? I don't know, but sometimes you're like I'm 30. Just say, oh, be having 1K krami. Do you have that pressure to get some amount of money so you can be comfortable?
I mean, the pressure is always there.
Yeah.
I mean, let's look at the Ghanaian society. Unemployment is high. Right after university, getting a job is very difficult. And it's only few people that get absorbed into the system that actually earns. But even those who are earning decent income, let's say those who earn 3,000 Ghana cedis a month, what are the expenses that they don't have control over? Especially if you are not fortunate enough to stay with your parents. Then rent comes in. That's serious in Accra. Rent is a big issue in Accra. It comes in, and then the food you eat, if you stay far off, your clothing, if you stay far off your work, that's a huge headache. And then you see, by the time you do all these expenses, the rest, you'll be left. Sometimes you go into negative. Sometimes you go into negative. Last time I saw a post on social media, it was like, how do we survive in Accra? Because by the time you put up those
you've gone past your income.
You've gone past your income, but so one way or the other, you survive. Then you come to think of savings. So you see where the conversation is going. So it's rather unfortunate. That's the pressure majority of youth are going through.
Yeah.
That's the pressure. But before you can think of these major investments, you need to be, earning extra income and all of that to be able to, save. I think that's the way to go. I mean, you can't rely on one income.
I think certain line for yourself that I have to be by 40, I should have had this savings and this amount. I think you are overburdening yourself. Okay. Yes, in this economy, if your income or your salary, as he said, is 3,000, and you're paying rent from it, sometimes you pay the rent in advance, but then you need to save towards the next advance. So how do you do that? You understand? The income itself is not enough to cater for your food, your transportation. What if you get sick? Medical bills come into it.
It's not even you per se.
You understand? You know?
It is when the money falls into your account that they tell you that your grandma swallows so
you understand?
Look,
so those with kids and those with children, feeding fees, school fees. Sometimes I wonder how people survive. But as he mentioned, this brings into the conversation the need for extra income.
Right.
Something else you can do, maybe it's a talent you can use to earn money or open a shop or do something extra.
Hey, right now, open a shop is not easy.
Yes,
I think that
the
we'll
same
do the online shop. The online shop.
Okay,
you
yeah,
know,
that one is
can
manageable. Yeah, you can start with that
online because now people are, getting to so. I don't want to say addicted, but abreast with time, and then so they're using social media a lot.
Yes.
So yeah, that will bring me to my next question. And so social media actually gives you some kind of pressure. You might think that, oh, I don't take anything from social media. Social media cannot give me that kind of pressure. But it really does. Because you're seeing friends either faking it on social media, acting like they're bosses of, they're driving this kind of car, they're wearing this kind of clothes. And then you're looking at yourself like, me, that's pay me thousands to be shingbai. What money am I going to use to buy the Range Rover? So let's look at this. Do you agree that social media actually put some kind of financial pressure on you because you're looking at people doing it this way, you are not doing it that way, and then you need to, I don't know what word to use, like you need to catch up.
Yes.
So the need for you to catch up, or your mindset for you to catch up. You think that social media is actually influencing that?
It is, I agree.
Must you follow that influence?
You shouldn't. But some people are easily influenced, especially when they see that their colleagues are using the latest iPhone. I want to use one too. But then, where the money? You understand? You could use that money for another thing, like get a side business or something like that. But then no, validation, I have to use the latest iPhone. And I think.
But do you think that we've been, people, parents or anybody in our lives has spoken to us enough in that direction? That men should be asa emphasawasa.
Yeah,
I think they have.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, and
should be asa. So life is like a music. The tune, we are all listening to it, but we are dancing differently. Yes. So the pace is not set by the tune you are listening to. It's you who you are setting the pace for yourself. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be challenged.
Exactly.
So you see someone's development, and it's different from being envious or coveting or seeking to also be like the person in a good way. You see, so you set a challenge for yourself, but not in a competitive
So that's like a positive
way,
pressure.
a positive pressure.
That's
how I view social media. Like I always explain to people, like if those days when you go to people's houses, they have photo albums.
Yeah.
So you open the album, you see this one, he's standing beside the car. The other one, he traveled to US or UK. You flip the album, the next page. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So just that now you see it in your face. You don't need to go to the person's house. But I see it as a photo album. I don't need it to question me. But I need it to guide me in terms of fashion styles, new shoes, new hair, where people are traveling to. Everything is on social media now. You want to go to a restaurant, there are lots of them on IG. You see, so how you perceive it, it depends on how you were brought up. And if you'll be
simple. So since we are not fine Obiasa, looking at Obiasa to Sasa, we want to take a break and do rehearsals. So when we come back, we'll see who is going in the right direction. But we're just taking a breather. We're still on the Friends and Family show tonight, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, and we're still talking about money, all the money conversations that we never had. All right, so I'm going to ask this question, even to you at home or probably in your office or wherever you're watching from. Are you spending money to fit in, or you're spending money because of joy? Where do you draw the line? Do you spend money because you want to fit in a particular space, like people are going to hang out probably at the most expensive restaurants, and you know very well that if you buy one meal, that's the end of your career? Or you are just spending money because you know definitely you need a little joy or sunlight in your life. Where do you draw the line? At the part where you check your account balance and say that, oh, I can afford that meal, or my friends are going, so why not? I'll come back and come and chew, Gary. It's okay. Let me know what you think. Send me a message, darling. All right, so and to you as well. Where are we drawing the line? Are we drawing the line at the parts where, like, you can afford it? Probably go to Michelangelo. The menu is just, So you grab something to eat because your friends are going there. Or that's what's trending. Right now, that's what's trending. Yeah. People have posted, they put the locations. Oh, we're here. Oh, we're there. So for you to feel like you belong, you'd also want to go and have, like, that experience. Knowing very well that you and I, Charlie, if we go and spend 1 hour in that place, bankrupts are they? Yeah. Bankrupt. So where do you draw the line?
I mean, that's a very thin line between the two. So you just have to look at yourself and then ask yourself very important question when it comes to spending money.
Right.
Is this money meant for spending? If I spend this money, will I be okay? But because trends they are wild. Last time I took my family out to a certain restaurant.
Right.
So we were there. And then some ladies came around. Right. They picked up their phones. They're doing selfie and all of that. And they're having a very expensive food. They zoomed in somebody's platter. Oh, yes.
Not theirs?
No, not theirs.
So the table that...
The reason why I'm confidently explaining this is I saw the post on TikTok.
With a caption?
Yes, my family was in the background. So yes, so that was what I so they did the whole thing and they just bought water and then left. They bought sparkling water.
Which one?
Sparkling water.
Okay.
And they left.
How many were they?
So you see the way they were 4. So you see the way they arranged the whole
so they just
reel. It was like this.
On TikTok, it was like this.
Oh.
You see, so you look at this and you want to go and do some. Meanwhile, Unyan do that level. I mean, so you just have to, when it comes to spending money, don't do it just to fit in.
Right.
No, it doesn't work that way. It will come back to bite you. Because once you do that, then you are incurring what you call debt.
Right.
A kind of society.
And then so you end up with people at the end of the month. They have to
they have to pay back.
Off, and then they owe again.
They start again.
They're waiting for the next money.
I'm looking at what he's saying from a different view. So in life, we need to live. We are not just existing. You are alive today, tomorrow you are dead and gone. Savings is a part of a lifestyle or something you want to do for a rainy day, as we are saying. That doesn't mean that you can't enjoy today. And I make understand. So yes, yes, and you can afford fried rice. Check is there. You have to look at your level.
Of course, do your level.
Do your level, but to pretend. For instance, nowadays, last time I went out with my girlfriends and some ladies just walk there. They are really dressed nicely, taking videos and everything, but they just bought, is it juice? Yeah,
took all the pictures.
Yes, and took all the videos and the pictures. If they are taking themselves out to have a cocktail, no problem. But if they are pretending to show a lifestyle they haven't reached yet, that is a whole different issue altogether. But as I'm saying, you are working, you are earning, live within your means. You need to save money, but you need to live. You don't need to exist.
I mean, celebrating small victories.
I agree. You agree that celebrating small victories?
Sometimes we hide under this notion you only live once, and we end up doing outrageous things.
Of course.
Oh, no, you only live once. It has to be in your head. Me, the only YOLO there is my head. But the YOLO is not on my financial something. The YOLO is I'm super excited every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is my YOLO. So you see me, even when I'm in, there's something happening, I make a conscious effort to be in the most exciting mood, no matter what. So that is my you only live once. I don't want to be remembered for somebody who's always sulking. I want to be, the life of the party. I want to be remembered as, she always has a bright smile.
Yes.
I want to be remembered for someone that's always giving hugs.
Be joyful always.
My
YOLO. You have to be joyful.
Exactly.
Don't there's only money.
There are days I haven't eaten anything, but in the mornings, But people say that they are really grumpy in the mornings. I'm never grumpy in the morning. I'm excited in the morning, but I haven't drunk water. You know what I'm saying? But that is my mindset.
State of mind, yes.
State of mind.
Yeah.
That is my
That's
YOLO.
necessary.
So if your YOLO is going to make you go into Abunso and Germany, cash, we buy this.
Spending more than your means. Like this, some of these ladies booking hotel rooms for photo shoot.
Yeah.
You
For
say?
photo shoots, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now they've moved, most of them have moved from just walking into a studio
Sure.
to do this backdrop thing with photos.
But now
They book rooms.
the rooms are not small money.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
To go and photo that I
Yes.
slept. Yeah.
I'm planning to do my birthday shoot, and the photographer is asking me to book a room. I said, book a room for what? He said, oh, the hotel, you need the settings, there are props. You can lie on the bed, take one.
Ah.
And I said, for what?
Yeah.
You understand? And he said, that's what the girls are doing now. And I said, I don't know about this. I should book a hotel room. I'm not going to sleep there just for photo shoot. And then why? Who am I trying to impress?
Wow.
You understand? So people perceive life differently.
Wow.
Yeah, so things are happening.
Wonderful.
Just live within your means. That is
That's
just
true.
Anyway, so let's make examples, like, funny, bad money moves that you have made. If you remember, you have any funny, bad, like, that this investment is and fat, but you still want to go there, and then sometimes you sit back and go like,
So I got a bonus, like work, extra allowances, and when I saw the money, the first day, I think I'm close to Achimota Mall. So I just entered the car park. I don't know how I got there. And I just entered ShopRite. I started pick the trolley and started putting things inside. I picked spices. I said, this spice will be good to grill chicken. This will be good to grill tilapia. Oh, this is jollof spice. Before I realized, 2,000 had gone. And none of the things I bought was needed. It was something I want. Something I think I need, I will use.
remember any?
Yeah.
You understand? And up to now, it's about 6 years, but I still regret that
I think
day.
this is a lady's problem because
Yes, impulse buying.
Really?
Money is
Impulse
like
buying.
My case is supernatural.
really.
I walked into a boutique. Like, I had lots of money. Like, I had some money. And my brothers had sent me. So I had a few dollars, I had a few pounds. So I was like, oh, let me just go do, I walked into a boutique. And then this is the funniest thing that I think that I have done with money. So I pick up the dress. I'm like, and you're my size. This is what my share.
You're joking.
Yeah. Then I go like, I give myself 6 months. I'll lose weight and weight. I go to the basket. So this one, it's for kakamabong. Because I just liked it. I felt that I could pay for it.
Yeah.
It wasn't your size, but you bought
I
it.
said I lose weight and wear it. It's
It's still lying there.
Yeah.
But there's some behavioral mistakes that
You
you
get.
use. Expenses.
Yes.
So that's mine. I mean, so I think about a year ago, it was just recent. One of my friends introduced me to, I won't mention the name of the service. It was good. I mean, almost, he said he goes there every month. Yeah, for a treat. So I went there. The treat was nice. It was like men's grooming stuff.
Right.
So the treat was nice. I was going every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Yes. So one time I sat down and I picked the pen and I calculated the expenses I was making. That's wow. For about 6 months, this is the amount of money I'm spending on this. Wow, that day it really pained me.
But you have enjoyed now.
No, but I mean,
It wasn't something.
it is something that was negligible. Like, so
Yeah,
if I don't
right.
do this, what is going
That
to?
money could have been used
Yeah,
for
it
something
could have
else,
been-
you know.
That time I was hard up with cash. I needed money to do something. Then so I sat down. So this money, what did I use it for? So I tracked these expenses, and then that's what I realized. So that's they have to track your expenses.
It's true.
It's very
painful.
important.
It's very painful when you buy something. You come home and go like,
Yes, they could have bought
You
something
shouldn't.
else.
Yeah.
I could have, done something else with this money, and then you end up beating yourself up for it. Like, after the night, if anybody talks to you, the person is annoying you. But they didn't send you to go and buy what you went to buy.
That's
Get.
true.
We have a message. Oh, you want to add on to it?
No.
Okay. So we have a message. It says that I'm blessing watching live from North Kanishi. There's a saying that money is the root of all evil. I need that tree to mix. I need that money to mix akotoshi. I bet that you wanted to say akotoshi. It's not easy. The youth is bleeding.
Yeah.
And we're bleeding inside. My salary finished before the month ends. How can I save?
Yeah.
I think that with this particular how can I save, you need to make a conscious effort to say that probably I'm earning this amount of money. I'm going to try as much, even if it's 20 cedis, even if it's 50 cedis. But the thing is, the minute you put that money aside, it will surprise you that your mind is on the money.
Yeah.
You know that the money is somewhere. That's when small no that you fall on it. But it's not supposed to be like that. It should be that, okay, I'm saving it, I don't want to touch it. Even if you have to forget your password, please do. Yes, you can always go to the bank and give your or not.
You can.
And if you put your particulars.
So I have one bank account. I don't go there at all.
You see.
So that place is where I transfer money there. I won't go there.
Yeah,
I won't even walk or drive there. I don't pass that.
You don't pass there.
Yeah, I have where.
So that means it's not connected to your phone.
No, it's not
connected to your mobile money.
No.
Oh, you're why?
So you take your mind off
it.
It's discipline. Yes, that's a value. The values that guide you. And as we said, your salary may never be enough. That 50 cedis you are putting aside. For some people, they can't afford to put that.
Yeah, that's
so we go back to the extra income you need to find.
Because it all boils down to extra income.
Yeah.
I mean, so what I normally advise people is try and get multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
Right? And then I advise the government to, we have to, the economy, there should be a way where people can work multiple jobs. Sure. So you can be a cleaner here for 4 hours, and then maybe you can be a receptionist here for 6 hours, and before you realize you are getting to source of income. It's something that we need, because honestly, most of the jobs in the country, it just, you go to work at 8 and you're supposed to close at 5. After 5,
you're done.
And then you stay in the traffic for that long.
Traffic for that. You get home around 9 p.m. and
what other job are you going to do?
Even if you have a shop and you've given it to someone, the management of it, sometimes.
Managing people too is another thing.
Maybe an online business.
Really necessary because that comes at a cost.
Yes.
The rent, paying utilities, and then paying your workers. How much are you making that you need to rent a shop, get a worker, and then you have to pay?
But I always encourage you, but there are smart ways.
There's smart ways.
See, there are things like, there's a guy, I sell laptops, phones. There's a certain guy, when I post anything, he reposted on his status, I had like 300 CDs or something. Almost every week, he makes like 4-6 from my shop. These are smart ways. You don't need to go to the office.
I like the people in the market. You know, Okaishi and the rest.
Yes.
Makola. They come to your shop. They come and stock some of the things. Stand by the roadside.
And they're selling.
So they, if they don't have the size that you're looking for, they just say, "Oh, but they don't have.
No, they don't have it. They don't have
I've done that before. I had a friend who was bringing appliances and materials from China and India. So I couldn't afford to bring them directly. You see, so I go to her, I take the appliances, I sell, I add some to it, and I sell. And it was surprising that people were rather picking for me, but they didn't know I don't need to connect them to her. She is my source. And I also became a source for others.
Right.
So sometimes you don't even need the capital yourself at all, as he's saying.
Yeah.
You just need somebody who you can fall on. But then your values come.
And then there are some.
You need to be loyal.
And there's some.
How will you pay?
There are some hand skills that you can learn
used to.
on weekends. Those who do fascinators,
and
those who do
soaps and bleeding.
You don't need 1 month to learn how to make liquid.
You don't need so much capital to invest in that one.
So much capital to do that. So these are some of the things that you can do and use your social media, social capital to push it. Once you post on your social media and your friends, you encourage them to share it for you and all of that. You go to church. Oh, now I've started doing this and that. Let your immediate circle patronize you, and I think you can
make some extra.
You can make some extra.
You can save that
there.
one rather as your savings, and then you spend your regular income. Yeah.
All right. So now let's talk about financial red flags. These ones, I don't think they're flags. It'd be banner. Financial red banner. Friends come to you and they borrow. How do you deal with that? Friends come to you and they're always left their money somewhere. Oh, maybe I'll get up. Only if I see this one, remember. You get these are financial. It's not even, it's the flag. The flag must leave my mouth today. It's a financial banner. How do you deal with these people?
It's broken a lot of relationships.
Yes, because
a lot of relationships.
You get 5. I beg you. I won't buy something right now. My wallet's no day me. It lie.
And sometimes not even 5. It's 10,000. Agent 2K.
Agent
5K. Agent 10K.
And trying to get your money back it's a hassle.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Values, loyalty,
something else.
discipline, integrity, it's lifestyle habits that we need to imbibe in ourselves. Yeah.
Because loyalty, agent to get
That agent 2K thing, and they're asking agent 2K now, like today. As in this
I posted something on my Facebook was today. Like I'm begging for my own money. So
Seriously,
please, I beg you.
Seriously.
I need it. I'm in need of this to do this and that. Why should they get that? But when they want the service, when they want the product or something like that,
yeah,
it's different conversation.
different story. Yes, different story altogether.
I'll do it, and I know life. Unexpected. Something
course,
happens that you can't do anything. But I mean, communicate.
Yes.
Communicate. Sometimes you call the person, they'll never pick your call.
Communication. Oh,
And then when they do, the most annoying statements I've heard from people who've actually, like, come to lend is, it's kind of quite saying, saying,
some say, am I the only person who has borrowed money? Am I the only? They had even government of Ghana borrows money.
How much
That phrase. Yeah, it's but it's a sense of entitlement.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
The country, we have some kind of thinking sense of entitlement.
Yeah, entitlement, yes.
I mean, you are borrowing something and the kind of pressure that they can give you, I mean.
As if they work, then put the money in your accounts.
Sometimes.
Agent 2K.
Agent 2K. And then they think that you have.
Yeah.
You have it.
They've scanned you.
Maybe on your Facebook, you showed some
because
car.
I wear dress.
And you're standing beside someone's car. They calculated the price of the car. Maybe you say, wasn't even your car. You are standing, you're passing, you say, this car is nice. Let me stand beside it and take a picture.
Anyway, Tina, I'm going to ask you this. What are some of the financial red flags? Any? Apart from friends, there are definitely family members.
Mm-hmm.
We do have family members who do that as well because they know that you can provide.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yes.
Have you ever experienced anything like that?
I have, and Hassad today, she's not speaking to me.
Usually they don't speak to you.
She came forward, she was like, oh, I need this money for this and that. I was like, okay, I'll give it to you in the next 1 month. I was like, okay, that's fine.
So she can wait for the 1 month?
No, she's saying she needs it. I was like, since you're my family member, I mean, I can give it to you. I know where you live. You'll not run away. We are still here together. Can you believe when I called her, she was like, oh, it be money where I owe you, no be person where I kill.
Hey.
I was like, me, my money.
You will give me today.
I can't do anything to her. I can't do anything to you. There is nothing.
But did she ever pay back?
No.
Yeah,
Maybe
so that's the most painful part.
Mm.
And actually, it gets to a point where they don't actually know what you're going through, what you had to sacrifice to give them the amount of money. So then it gives you a financial dip. So now you have to rebuild because as in that we need that so. You gave the money out because you believe that in a month's time I'm gonna get it. Sometimes you also feel like, okay, let it be with you. It's my kind of savings. That's actually what.
Yes, this person owes you. This person owes you. So you have 10K somewhere in the system.
So I'm like, okay, even when my other Sika craft flashes, I still have some 2KB with somebody, and then it gives you a financial dip. It is so painful. We'll take a few messages. I love this conversation actually. Good discussion. Catch your coat according to your size. This is Harrison Ado Daniel in Hacho. We agree.
Yes.
Yeah, but some of the times too. Nowadays, we wear baggy jeans. It's not a size baggy jeans. It's all right. I'm now watching from Ebri. Me, dear, I'm officially banning myself from pressure. Why? At least until my Momo balance can breathe. Hello, I'm Rigwell watching from Airport Hills. This is an idea. I'm a business guru. You should have a plan for the first 3 months. When you don't achieve it, you have to drop some plans, which are going to suck your money up. So yeah, I think we understand this, right?
Yes.
So you have like a 3-month goal or a plan. If it is not working, you drop a little, and then you can. Good. And this one says, don't borrow money or don't lend money to friends. You can't let go. Simple. This is Harrison and Daniel again. It's true, you can't. But
some people like life principle that they don't lend to friends.
they don't lend.
Yes.
Because it's not
they've learned their lessons.
Yeah.
One or the
But it
other.
ends up breaking the relationship.
Yes.
So.
Oh, the relationship there is there. It will break, but we're okay.
And then some guys to your partners, they are the ones they are your financial red flags.
Right.
Every time they are, every call you get is an expenses.
They drain you.
Someone made a statement, one of the comments, he said, money is the root of all evil.
All evil.
Yeah.
But then there's another saying is, money answers all things.
Thank you.
So how do you correlate the two? So they say money is the root of all evil, and now it's answering all things.
You manage it.
So it's not so bad, it's not so good, we just need to.
That's why I started off by saying the bola sukra.
You understand? Yeah.
Now wash.
There's no sika fee.
Yeah. But then, how do we draw the line between honest income and then something you are doing is illegal and or it's not? Where do we find the balance?
Honest income, and I mean, it all boils down to the values that you mentioned. Me, for instance, honestly speaking, I've been introduced to some sources of income that I never, for instance, ventured into, because they aren't aligned to my values. You know, sometimes I sell high-end electronic gadgets, and you get some procurement deals, an amount they want you to quote. You know, it will make me rich overnight, but sometimes the money, you can't even sleep over it. And then because of your values that you have, you wouldn't want to, you know, do that. Because, trust me, everything that you do, one way or the other, in the time reveals a lot of things.
Yes.
And there are some things you don't have to put yourself into. You know, if you are caught or if you get exposed, it becomes very difficult to manage, especially when it comes to money.
Okay, so we're going to play this myths or facts game. So if it's a myth, you tell me it's a myth. If it's a fact, you tell me it's a fact. Okay, so if you don't make money in your 20s or 30s, you have failed. Is it a fact or is it a myth?
It's a myth.
It's a myth.
It can be a fact because 25, 24, it's not finished the university.
But I actually listened to an audio this afternoon, I think on Traffic Avenue on City FM. I think DJ Mingo and Akko Crimson. And there was a video, so with an audio that was played. And the man says that between 20 and probably 30, he says, oh, I think 18 or something, 17 or towards like 23, that's when your brain is fast and sharp and all of that. So if you don't make money around, that's when you make money. Because if you don't make money around that time, and chale, when they are doing the line for millionaires, don't go enjoy it because you didn't start that early. But
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Some can combine academics with something, a trade or something.
But you can't rule that out. Like, you can't just say that completely.
Yes.
Because there are people who, like KFC, right?
Yeah,
in
KFC,
Turkey,
that's 65 years.
Yes.
Exactly, after 60. When others over here are gone on pension.
I mean, time and chance happens to everybody.
Yes.
I mean, so you just have to keep on.
It still goes back to
Yes. The fact that the person
we all have our parts,
somebody,
our lives.
What's his name? He's retired at 40.
Is it retired?
He's retired at 40. That's because, like, you know, he's put his things where he has to put them. He thinks that he can retire. The fact that someone is retired doesn't mean that's when you 40 years or so.
Yeah.
But some people like Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, their monies they have, they could retire at 30 something.
Yeah.
But they are still having retired. Facebook is still taking money for boosting.
Thank you.
You could have said, I'm a billionaire, so I don't need to charge. But they are still making money, so I don't.
So what boils down to, don't let anybody pressure you.
You understand?
Just day on lane inside.
Because you retired at 40 doesn't mean you are 60, you are useless, or as you are saying, you have failed.
You haven't
no,
failed.
it's a myth.
So
it can be a fact.
Not a fact. Okay, the more you earn, the richer you'll be.
No.
The more you earn, the richer you'll be. Is that a myth or
50-50?
that is 50-50 because if you earn more and you spend and you spend, you don't save.
No, you don't save.
How can you be?
Okay, so
we're
so bent on the saving. We're not leaving saving out, right?
Of course.
Yeah, saving has to be there. So the more you earn and save,
but the more richer you become.
Everybody that's saving, or so everybody can say. It depends on your responsibility.
But you are earning more. At least save some.
Save some. Save somewhere that you won't pass or you won't go there or withdraw.
So try and save. It's not like there are days that this month there, then you move on to next month. Because like I said earlier, the day the money hits your account, they will call you. Your mother has no shoes.
Because some people are taking care of their mothers, their parents, their siblings, paying fees, their nephews. So it's not easy.
moment you have money, that's when there are so many problems.
But
your car is not working.
Even for some people, it's not problems. So it's their responsibility.
Right.
It's their responsibility. Maybe the whole family gathered resources to push him to
university.
Where he is.
Kojo, some
farms and stuff. You know, life, there are different social classes. The fact that we were born into a middle class or a higher class doesn't mean that somebody wasn't born into a lower class.
Okay,
they have to also rise.
So it's better to save money than to invest it.
No.
It's better to save money than to invest it. Is that
no,
a myth
I think
or a fact? It's 50-50.
That's your saving. You need to invest some.
Hey,
for
some of the investments, when they're explaining the thing to me, I don't understand it. Plenty policies to say funeral something, marry something. I don't understand. Investments, people.
But I think with that one, this saying, I don't know how it relates to it.
But Jimon says something that with regards to this, said that if you want to be wealthy, when you get an income, you invest and save before you spend.
Okay.
You don't do otherwise. You don't spend the money, then you save the rest. Okay. No. But you should, that's why you should have a plan.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So there are some tools. I mean, just some few seconds. Let me just elaborate on them. I mean, there's this Petra Achieve.
Of course.
Then this Yellow Save from MTN. Every day they do some auto debits. So you can do some. Those are, you don't feel it. Before you realize they are taking it daily, maybe 50 pesos a day. Once a day,
you can access it at the time that you want to.
You can access them at the
time
that you need.
This guiding principle, a wise man saves for his children's children.
Yeah.
Meaning that I'm not saying for your children. There's an investment. We watch movies where they said when you attain 18 years, you can touch the fund. Meaning don't you watch movies like that?
Yeah.
Like your grandfather saved some fund. Trust fund, yes. Until you attain 18. So if this grandfather hadn't done that investment, that grandson would understand. So investment, you can save and still need to invest.
Very important.
For your children's children.
50 cedis a year.
Yes.
It gets to a time, then it compounds and it becomes
little drops of water.
Yeah, make a mighty ocean. Yes.
Okay, so budgeting is for broke people. Nahi. Budgeting for broke people.
No.
It's never for broke people.
It's not. It's never. It's never. It's for everyone.
Hey, if we are going to budget, we don't do budgeting.
How?
Fair. Now,
an individual not do budgeting.
I have 200 cities in my hand. I say I go for shopping spree. Shopping spree.
So you end up buying spices you don't need. and those that know your size, So you need to budget.
We have a lot. Anyway, money can't buy happiness. Hey, please. Is it money can't buy happiness? It's true. It's not true. Is it a myth or a fact?
Both.
It's 50-50 because
money can't buy.
But people have all the money, but they're not happy. So then,
they don't have money, but they are not fulfilled in one or the other. But some people, it's money that is preventing them from being.
Yeah.
Is that money can't buy happiness? But we'll go cry for Bentley inside.
Yeah.
Of course.
You cry your mansion,
We use $100 bills to cry.
You cry in the airline, at the airport, in the plane. Maldives and Dubai.
I don't think so. Like I was giving an example. In the mornings, I haven't even eaten anything. Maybe quite rushing by my pocket.
That's it.
I'm the most excited person. You get?
Of course.
I don't think that happiness is actually
within.
Yes.
Made by you.
You individually. Yes. Be happy or sad.
You decide to be sad as well because you want to go and think about some broken hearts with a happy 1,000 years.
You understand? It's over. You move on.
There you go.
Can't change it.
Who said today? Because you have the power to actually tune your mind, take your mind where you want your mind to be.
Understand?
I think it's going there.
It's drifting. I bind it in Jesus' name.
You bind and buy the people's generation ahead. The messages that we get into. I've got more myths and facts, but let's do this real quick. And this one here says, money. I think I spend more money in December. all concerts, on concerts and parties, and then suffer in January. It's me. I'm the problem. You're not alone. You're not alone. We are plenty. And then money is not the root of all evil. It's the love for money which breeds greed. That is the root of all evil. Money answereth all things, answerable by money. Thank you. This is Erasmus from Kente Avenue. Okay. Good evening now, and panelists. Good evening, darling. And gentle correction. It is the love of money that is the root of, the root of all evil.
Yes.
The issue is the love of it. This is Prince II in Off Town. Thank you very much. So it's the love of the money. So if you love money too much,
yes,
then it puts you into trouble. Like they say, if you housefly, you follow dead body, you enter the grave with a dead body. Okay, so money can't buy happiness. We've done that. You need a huge salary to be financially stable. Myth or fact?
Myth.
Is it myth?
It's about how you save and invest. Some people are spendthrifts. You understand? Just like, I'm sorry. But then, you know, she had some amount of money and she ended up buying spices she didn't need. Yeah,
I didn't need.
I think it's...
So it's a myth?
Yes.
You think it's a myth too?
I think so.
Hey. Anyway,
because
if
our mothers were in business selling charcoal and stuff, they don't earn any huge salary, but then
they're
still making, they're stable.
They could take care of 7 kids.
Yes. And even build a house.
And build a house.
Yes. Send their kids to school. Some are single mothers.
Yeah.
So they're not any income. They're making their own income.
Money inside the bank. Oh.
I mean, they are generating their own income. So in terms of huge salary, it doesn't apply to them. They are creating their own wealth. You understand? So
right, makes sense. Yeah. If you start saving too early, you won't enjoy your youth. Eh?
That's not true.
Who told you like that?
People are retiring at 40. Why would you enjoy your youth?
What I say? If you start saving too early, but this one, I understand the saving too early. There'll be times that you would have to fall on it small. That's after uni, you're not getting a job, or probably. But it may be if your saving is after, you know, uni or whatever time you started making money. Then it makes sense.
Clarity. Is the savings as in bank or this susu box thing that we said as children?
That's saving my life. Hi.
But some people are taking it seriously.
Me, the susu box. I take it seriously. I have different
saving early. Start saving early. Some start at 6 years, 7 years.
So I've actually taught my kids that. So I buy the fancy, piggy banks, and then they're always fighting for coins. You know, like, oh, this is for me. This is for me. Just theirs is not that it's plenty money. They want to raise it and say mine is heavier.
Okay.
You know, so then when it's full, then they get a bigger one. Oh, mommy, mine is
full.
Do
you put an account for them or?
They can't count now. So. So it's there. But I love the fact that they're always looking out for, you know, to save the piggy banks with it. It's a competition in my house.
Oh, that's good.
So everybody has me, Seth. I have coined one inside my car.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's just some kind of discipline
savings
for me.
At an early stage. Maybe when they grow, they can.
So I buy something from probably in traffic, and they give me a little change, and I just put it in. So that it won't be like, you know, it's too much. So I just put it in. But on days that's cash.
But there's this bank account you can open in for your children as at the young age, but you use your name and then when you are 18, maybe we can trust. You can use that for them. The susu box thing.
But I like the fact that they are picking.
Teaching.
Yes, teaching
so
them.
So they know that when you have, it's probably little change you don't need for anything. Because at this time, what are they buying for themselves?
Anyway.
But then they are beginning to pick up a little bit by saying that, oh, I want that ice cream from at school or that donut at school.
I want to use my money.
I want to use my money.
Yeah, my children also do that. I use the money I've saved in the susu box.
It's becoming dangerous because
sometimes you touch it.
It's becoming dangerous because when somebody dashes their money, I say, I'll put it to your thing for you. But you don't say, mommy needs the money now.
Then
you keep asking, mommy, the money that Auntie gave me, I want to put it to my box. Chale. Do you know where the money has landed?
It's gone. But I think the conversation that we had, it's all boiled down to you cutting your coat according to your size. Especially those with families. I mean, don't look at what other people are doing. Even on social media, the youth, don't copy blindly. Do self-introspection and then do what will make you happy from within, not according to what somebody is actually doing. There's some people, they look at what the children, the other, they, even in selecting schools, they are pressured that, oh, my friends' children are in this school, and all of that. But meanwhile, they pay dollars.
You can't afford it.
That you can afford. So I mean, just cut to code according to your size. I mean, it gives you peace of mind. Peace of mind, though. Peace of mind over everything.
Because I can't afford it. There's nothing I can do about it. We'll take a final message. It says that saying that making money when you're not in your 20s or 30s is, I think he's trying to say, is a loose stock, or it's not. It's a loose. It's true to me. because I made my first $1 million when I was 26 and made my first $1 million investment when I was 29 years. All comes with the mindset and the passion.
Please put your number there.
What did he do?
Is he living in Ghana?
Are you in Ghana? Hello.
Wow. You understand, you know? Is he converting cities into dollars and then saying $1 million, you know? You need to know where he is located.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much. We've had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
I think that we just need a closing comment that you need to save.
Yes.
The bottom line is you need to be financially stable and disciplined. So you need to save. And it doesn't matter how much money is coming to you, but if you're disciplined, it doesn't always have to be every month.
Yes.
Probably you make a conscious effort that, okay, if today I can save, I save. If this month I can't save, I'll hold on to it, but I'll be disciplined enough to get enough money for the next month. Okay, thank you so much, Ruth. Thank you,
Hey.
and thank you, Tina, for coming through. My name is Noyo Quarter. This is How Far We Can Go, and you've been joining us have this conversation on the Friends and Family Show. I'll be glad to come to you tomorrow with great conversations as well. Do enjoy yourselves. Good night.